Hello guys, it's Nate from Outdoor Extreme here, and I am very excited today for two reasons. One, obviously I'm feeling so much better today. I'm so much less congested and you can actually hear me, which is gonna be awesome. And two, I found a new hiking trail today, which is pretty interesting. It's called the Moon Lake Hiking Trail. It's on Fort Riley, Kansas, and my AllTrails says that it's about 2.9 miles. Only problem is I only have about an hour and 15 minutes before the sunset, so I'm going to try to hike this pretty faster. However, I'm going to take you along for the ride, and hopefully we'll have a good time. As always, support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and smashing that like button, and we'll get on with the video. Running down to the Riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job. First things first here, we're at the trailhead. We're about, the distance says it's 4.15 miles, which I'm not quite sure why because my phone says it's 2.9. I guess we'll just see how it goes. One of the first things I wanted to point out though is this is so freaking cool. We got a bald eagle's nest viewing station right here, and I believe the eagle's nest is all the way in that tree there. So I'm gonna try to get some footage of this through here. If not, then I guess we'll just continue on with the trail. So I'm not sure how well you can see that in there, but there is a bald eagle's nest. It's very hard to hold the camera up here, but it is what it is. First things first, this trail is actually pretty cool. It's on a little bit of a decline at first, but you start coming up through here and it's just regular Kansas wilderness, I guess you can call it. Very cool stuff, very low vegetation. It's a pretty flat trail except for that first decline, and it looks like we're gonna have a little bit more of a decline down into this valley here. I've been watching some videos on this trail for a little bit once I just discovered it, and it did look as though this can get pretty overgrown, so I'll have to update you with any future problems that may arise. So, come across this pretty sharp decline here down into this gully, and I just want to reiterate the fact that I always say in all of my videos is if you're going to start doing stuff like this, make sure that no matter how short the trail or how much time you have to do it, make sure you're wearing the right clothing. Make sure you're wearing the right shoes, that you have some grip on them, because you would not want to take a tumble down this. I know it doesn't seem too steep on camera, but it's probably about a good 60-degree drop down here. So we've come to a little bit of a split down here at the trail. You can either go Fort Riley Hiking Trail either to the left or to the right, or where we just came from, the outdoor chapel, going up back from where we came up this hill. We're gonna start going over to the right side here because that's part of the 2.9 mile trail that's on AllTrails. However, I'm thinking that maybe that sign was saying 4.15 or whatever it was because they added on to the trail. So we're gonna continue on with the AllTrails to go down the Moon Lake, and we'll see where it takes us from there. So we are moving it through this trail right now. I wanna try to get through here before it gets dark, but I just wanted to show you that there are some obstacles in the way here. And there's also some pretty good elevation. I've been going uphill for a good 3 or 4 minutes now. It's just now starting to kind of level off. But I can see where during the summer, this definitely would get overgrown. It's a cool little trail though. One thing that I wanted to bring up about this trail is it is true with the 4.15 miles or whatever, because there are just a bunch of split offs all along here, and I keep having to look at my AllTrails. I keep wanting to say all that. I used to be a mechanic. I keep having to look at my AllTrails to try and see which one I have to take to be able to stay on this route here. So I guess we'll see where it takes us. But something that I wanted to talk about as well is this. Sorry, keep getting distracted by things. I'm always looking around for different kinds of wildlife, or you know, somebody trying to murder me like a serial killer. You never know. But I wanted to bring up the fact that this trail is on Fort Riley, Kansas, which is in between Junction City and Manhattan. It's a U.S. Army base. So unless you have a ID card or proper credentialing to get onto the base, you are gonna have to stop at the visitor center. This trail is available to the public, especially now that COVID-19 isn't much of a factor as it is, or it was in the past. So it is pretty cool though. It is available to the public. You just have to stop at the visitors gate and go to the visitor center off of I-70 here in Kansas. So definitely worth checking out, especially because I guess it is longer than the 2.9 miles that I anticipated it being. I'm still only going to do the all trails because I probably have, let's see, about 45 minutes until it gets dark out here. So I'm making all right time, but we're going to have to cut it short, I think. Although I do think I see the lake above, so I'm not too far away. What I'm going to point out here on my all trails is that I came down this path here, ended up going all the way up to the lake that's right over there. And then having to double back here because I came from down there and there's a whole path here that I'm supposed to be taking on all trails, and I have no idea where that came from as opposed to my regular path. So we're gonna put all trails away. We're gonna continue on to make sure that I'm getting the whole all trails mileage down, and I'll get back to you if there's anything interesting. So one thing here is we're on a pretty slippery slope, as you can see, and I must say I've never seen all trails so wrong in my life. Obviously I don't think Fort Riley for all trails really updates this that often, but on all trails there is just one trail that really comes back here. It's called the Fort Riley Hiking Trail. But in reality, there are trails going all over the place in all directions, and none of them really line up to the trail that's on all trails. So just keep that in mind if you're using that as a way of tracking where you are so you don't get lost. I don't know how easy it would be to get lost back here anyway, but you never know. So just keep that in mind. Man, this is going to be pretty cool though. That's the problem with Kansas, is you can't get above tree line views. Oh, you can on the prairie where there's no trees, but not here. We continue on. I think this is pretty interesting here for Kansas, this rock face here, but what's even more interesting is you have an amazing view of the lake up here. I'm sure you can't see with the sun glaring off, but it is really nice up here looking down on this lake here on Fort Riley. I'll just shut up for a little bit and hopefully you don't get seasick as my camera bounces all over the place. Just some more great views of this lake here. So, come out of the woods here. We go into the little prairie bit here, and then just turn around, and there's just a great view of this lake here. I didn't realize this was even here on Fort Riley until I found this hiking trail, and I'm pretty excited. I'm not filming as much as I normally do because I am burning through this trail right now, trying to beat that ever so setting sun right there. But we'll see what happens. I have to reiterate that you have to pay attention to your trails on all trails, or your map, or whatever you're using to navigate, because this is just so overgrown that where it says that there is a trail on all trails, I'm supposedly on a trail right now. There is no trail here. I am pretty much just walking through the woods, following my little red line on all trails because I know that it links up with a hard fall eventually. And that's what I'm following here. I'm gonna head down. This looks pretty clear down here, but yeah, I pretty much just walked down a mountain off trail. Well, not mountain, but a hill off trail to try to find what this little path here, I believe it is. Don't know where this goes. Again, there's just trails and paths all over this place. So I'll have to come back and explore when there is more daylight to it. Little bunny rabbit. Oh, there it goes. So we're ending the end of the lake here. And right up here is the trailhead to start moving back to where I came. And I lost a lot of my precious sunlight just by taking my time and trying to take in the lake a little bit. So I'm gonna have to move pretty fast in order to make it back before the sun goes down. I made it before the sun set, and let me tell you, I was booking it through there. This last part of this hill really kicks your butt on your way back up. I mean, it is, you have to put your hands out in front of you to actually get it. I can't believe I'm saying that in Kansas, but it's true. However, totally worth it. I mean, what better place to look at the sunset than right up on top of this hill with these sweeping views where you can just see for miles. Train probably coming back from National Training Center, but I mean, look at these trees. You can even see the lake from right here all the way over there. I doubt you can see it, but definitely worth the hike. Walk up here. I know it's windy, guys. You gotta bear with me. It is Kansas, you know. But look at that. And for even something like this, I mean, it is mid-March right now, or end of March right now. It's at 7:30, and you can drive right in through here. So this is wheelchair accessible. You can see this for yourself. Just spectacular. All right, guys, that is it for me today. It's Nate from Outdoor Extreme. I had an awesome day here at the Fort Riley hiking trail. I ended up doing about 2.6 miles, even though it said it would be 2.9. I guess I shaved off a little bit of time here and there. But I made it before sunset, so all in all, it was a successful day. As always, hit that like and subscribe button to support this channel. I'm definitely going to need it because I'm going to come back here and explore more of these trails. There's just trails going off every which direction. You'll see at the end of the video when I put in my screenshot. It's pretty crazy. I'm going all over the place. But all right, as always, have a good rest of your guys' day, night, morning, whatever it is. See you guys later.